The gladiators in ancient Rome are a symbol of masculinity, strength, and an iron will. So it's no wonder that many of you are surely interested in how gladiators used to train, what they ate, and how strong they actually were. And that's exactly what we're going to tell you today in this video. So watch it until the end and learn everything about the fascinating world of gladiators in the Roman Empire. Gladiators at the time were primarily slaves and prisoners of war, but also some volunteers who fought each other to the death in arenas for the entertainment of the masses. They lived in gladiator barracks, also known as ludi. There they spent their entire daily routine, which consisted mainly of lots and lots of hard training. And most of this training was the handling of the particular weapon with which a gladiator also fought in the arena. This included everything you can imagine, from swords and fishing nets to spears and daggers to tridents and sabers. Each gladiator had his own specialized weapon, which was assigned to them by the lanista, the owner of a gladiator academy. The fact that they trained with these weapons was fundamental in order to have the best possible chances in their fights. After all, it was always a matter of life and death. But most of the time, they trained with wooden weapons. In this way, the owners of the gladiatorial schools and their staff were protected from attacks by the gladiators, who often had nothing left to lose. This was especially true for those gladiators who did not have a good chance to win numerous victories in the arenas. And this was often the only way to possibly escape slavery and therefore captivity for once. By the way, the diet of the gladiators was very simple. They ate mainly wheat, barley, and beans. Meat and dairy products were almost not included in the diet at all. One of the reasons for this was that a diet rich in carbohydrates allowed them to gain valuable fat, which provided an extra layer of protection, so to speak, during fights, and as a result, they were better able to withstand cuts and stabs. Therefore, the fights lasted longer and were more spectacular, which in the end was a great thing for the audience and also for the owners of the gladiatorial academies and the authorities. And that brings us to the next point. Gladiators were not extremely muscular men with visible abs, as they are often depicted in movies. Sure, they were strong and had a lot of muscle mass, but it was mostly hidden under a thick layer of fat due to their diet, which, as mentioned before, could be vital for the gladiator's survival. And while many gladiators were extremely good fighters who could probably easily defeat most Roman soldiers in a duel, this was not true for everyone. After all sorts of men were gladiators, and some had more talent for it than others. By the way, the best gladiators in history were the Gaul Crixus, the Syrian Flamma, the Thracian Spartacus, the Indian Carpophorus, and the Roman Marcus Attilius. Maybe you already know some of them. One thing is certain, gladiators lived a very hard life, and only the best were eventually given a wooden sword, the rudis, the sign of freedom in the Roman Empire. So be glad that you are alive nowadays, because during these times, everything is much easier. That's it again for today. If you liked the video, share it with your friends.